a little boy in ceremony when I was a part of Native American ceremonies a long time ago called a sun dance. And when I was a little boy, I was just taking care of the fire, and I walked out. It was a closing of, almost a closing of the ceremony, and this younger, well, to me at that time, she was older than me, and she came to speak on the microphone, and she shared on behalf of her mother, which was this my grandma, I call grandma, and she shared that she wanted to share a song. And in the song, she shared the story. Every song has a story. And you know the story, the power of the song is created, it's birthed. It has the ability to do that which it's intended to do. And so she shared that in Chikadum, there was bulldozers that were taking down all these trees that's left before her. As she's saying, there's elders that are walking to the forest. All these trees are falling in the forest, and all this life is going, falling on the ground. And as all these elders are walking through, this song comes to them, to all these elders that are walking through the forest. And this song was known as a song to restore harmony and balance. It has the ability for the whole planet, all life. It's a very powerful song, and I don't share it anytime. These songs, not just to share because it sounds cool, they're intentional. And I know I share this with all of you as understanding that, but just sometimes, there's different cultures have different practices, and I have a responsibility to share that. You're welcome. And so, yeah, when she shared that song as a little boy, I cried. I cried. I didn't know why. I just felt something. It penetrated my heart so instantly. And so, an elder walked up to me, and she goes, she looks at me, she looks into that circle, and this specific prayer, it's on behalf of the children of the world, this Sundance. And there's many of them. It's a whole other long story, but this specific Sundance, it's a prayer for the children of the world. And so there's a lot of dark forces that try to dismantle it, to attack it. Because to me this whole journey is about our children to be safe, loved, and free. And so, as years pass, the song comes to me. And I'm a caretaker of the songs of these indigenous prayers. They're very old. And as a little boy, it just struck a chord, like a song. I have to connect with this, something about this, and I started to know more about myself. So as years pass, I understand the song, and so the song, it has that ability to restore harmony and balance to all facets of life. And so when I began to share, it felt appropriate to share that. So I just wanted to share it with all of you, because as I was sharing, I can hear all of you raising the frequency too. And so it was interesting, because to me, when I do that, it has nothing to do with me. It's about the we, even though I'm sharing a song that has certain sounds. So then I wanted to match with meet you all halfway, so we can be one force of that intention. And so I just wanted to share that and say thank you to all of you that shared with me. Yeah, very honored, very, very grateful to share that with all of you. Have a heart to heart.
You guys are just closing the circle. I'm gonna have to say bye to some parties.
Okay.
Blessings.
In my grandma's language, it's Yosetin Choco Udesia. I'm saying thank you. Such joy.
No one came here the easy way.
There's such
Right.
sweet.
We're all warriors.
Elohim. And
Right.
and the little bitty angels all around us, just so sweet now that we've cleared so
Delighted,
much.
yeah. Just delighted. Come a long way to get right here.
They're just really, really happy.
Yes.
And they're so sweet, nurturing us. Because they need us to work through.
We are the hands.
We are here to anchor in the light and the love. We gotta remember that. No matter what's going on out there or inside of us, just
Come into
go back to clearing it. If it's inside you, clearing it, and so the light can continue to go through us and out into the world.
Phoebe, it's so true what you say, because we're completely whole. We don't need anything except to release what we don't need.
Yeah, at the Christ level,
So
but that's where we gotta stay.
remember,
Christ, Sufi, Yogi, Buddha, whatever you want to call it, place where we're one with the all, and the creator of all who is all. Yep. And we enter these bodies to help purify, what do you want to call it? The history of mankind, so we can have heaven on earth, harmony and love,
This is.
and be aware of each other and each other's needs, the oneness. And it's going to happen. This time it's going to happen, and all of our souls chose to be here at this time to help it manifest.
I know.
Be the truth. Be heaven on earth.
That's exactly what Daisy and I made this. This is our love for each and every one, and make sure you get one. And by extension, everybody that we know that has a product or service, we're going to ask them to please pass that love on too by giving you a discount and freebies. So make sure you get one of these and don't lose it. Go to the website on the back, it's going to start a list of service and providers.
What if we set intention, we can manifest a school and all those ancient teachings integrate?
You just shared what exactly I saw right before you said it. Can I share?
Yes, please do.
There's a 13th gateway, a light center of consciousness. It will be the first one to welcome home the new paradigm, to be the main beacon, to call all other beacons. It's right here in our home. Del Mar, 5 acres, right on the cliffs, a direct connection to Lemuria, to the dolphins and the whales. The mother's ley line, her breath lays in the middle. She's awaiting for it to be activated for the oneness. All the people, the children, our children, brothers, sisters, elders. And the trees are like a telephone. I have a staff that has been sleeping for 25 years. It spoke to me 2 years ago, and it told me that it's used for that communication. It doesn't belong to me. It's ours, all of ours. It splits in two. It's a willow tree. When I was a little boy in the reservation in Manzanita, it's one of the ones, there's 19 reservations here in San Diego. 2 of them didn't sign the treaty in the 1800s. Those are the ones that are more impoverished. But people don't know that it's not just the Kumeyaay. It goes back to Lemuria. But how? Through the Tipai, ancestors of the Kumeyaay. They are connected to Lemuria. This is where the bridge happens.
And we are Lemurians.
And we
A
are
lot of us are
Lemurians.
Lemurians. And that's why we manifested
Right. So
physical
here in
bodies.
San Diego, Sunset Cliffs, Ocean Beach is a real strong focal point. It goes all the way to Del Mar. But her breath, her ley line, just like our lungs when we breathe, is one. And when we talk about this oneness, we have the ability to be oneness with everything that is. When these fires happen, we have the ability to completely dissolve it back into light. Because if we are oneness, then that fire is in us. If that fire is in us, then there is no distance. Everything is one. And then when we set an intention, we can restore balance to that which serves the greater good. This is what the whales have shared with me, that whenever you're speaking an intention for the collective, our heart of humanity becomes one, instant. instantly. So this 13th gateway is right here, and I need your help. I've been calling this in for a long time. But again, I've sat with myself many times and had these channels from our galactic family, Arcturians, Sirius, Lyrans, Pleiades, Andromeda, the Galactic Federation. There's a commander of the Galactic Federation. His name is Ikai. They have a relationship with Telos. Telos is under Mount Shasta. Telos is the exact mirror of Lemuria. When Lemurian Atlantis had the war, they went underground a year prior to that war. They knew what was coming, many of them. And they went into the mountains. There's 7 of them. One of them is Telos. The other one is in Brazil that connects to Atlantis. They've already made a peace a long time ago too, because they know that this time was going to come where the inner world was going to bridge with our world to become one. They have been waiting for this moment for a long time. There is thousands of ascended souls in Telos. There's a council of 12 in Telos.
And they're busy.
And they're
I've
very
tuned
busy.
into them.
The heart of Telos is Avama. Avama is best friends. They're best friends. They are best friends. They've been with many galaxies. Archangel Michael. There's a lot of things that are moving behind the scenes to assist this greater scale of what's happening. Thousands of our children have been rescued by a secret mission that's been going on. And because they have been rescued, that also is assisting, or the foundationally assisting the restoration process to restore balance. Because through our children, through their blood, is the way that fear has amplified, because they represent the purity. So if they're coming back home, then that which has held on to us to enslave the mind, for us to keep us asleep from accessing our divinity again. When our DNA was spliced during Egypt, we are our light, or as light bodies we don't, before the blood it was just light, pure light. And we're coming back to that. And in coming back to that is the 12-strand DNA that some of us, we hear it in our communities, in our podcasts, or other places. This is all true, and all of us have it in us. No one, there is no hierarchy. All of us hold the Christ light blueprint. And it is tied very rooted deeply and intention into all these mountains that are here. And they're awakening. That's why they're starting to come to let people know in their ships that, hey, it's time. It's time for us to come in harmony and to start training yourself to meditate so you can communicate with us telepathically, just like we did in Lemuria. And so this gateway, it will be a school. It will be a school. There's going to be 3 guiding principles to remember, practice, and embody. It also will be a space for quantum technology of the highest. And it's not coming from Earth. It's coming from ascended beings in the galaxies that want to assist the awakening. There's going to be a focal point of all the children that have been victims of being trafficked. Veterans, elderly, women, needers, and needed that type of high caliber thing. It would also be a space to ensure that every human being has access to clean water and clean food. There's certain bank systems that are shutting down right now. There's a reason for that. Original currency is gold. We are gold. When we know our soul, we create the original currency. It's not something physical. It's energetic. Our light body feeds the physical body. And so there's a group of elders called the Chinese elders. They're the original caretakers of the currency. They have been given this duty. And when they were told that when our generation, when the time comes for the divine plan, they will then distribute it out to those that are here for the restoration process, to restore balance, all facets of life. There is I have a blueprint of this school. I've been for 3-4 years. When our galactic family started speaking to me, they showed me the blueprint. And in the blueprint, guess what I saw? I I saw the children, of course. It's the first thing the vision showed me. Blissfully, in their pure bliss, just in awe and wonder of all that is, just holding hands, dancing. Crystals were anchored into the earth. There was domes surrounding. Bright, bright green, all these luminescent fractals of light coming through. And it instantly made you feel home. Because home, all that which we are letting go, we are like our memories. If I was to ask all of you, what memories do you have when you have experienced love, joy, happiness, peace, bliss? Because it holds that frequency of the purity of love, it has the ability in conscious awareness to dissolve all that does not serve you. We don't have to do any more elongated practices. The ayahuasca, peyote. I'm not saying that they do not serve their purpose. It's not what I'm saying. I used to practice those ways. But I'm saying I feel it's important for us to start sharing this way of a different perspective, of sharing a different light, that people don't have to suffer their body anymore. The angels told me this. 2 years ago, I was guided to facilitate a sweat lodge in a way it has never been conducted before. I didn't know what that meant. The angels told me that, and when I say angels, galactic family, they're all one. They told me that be conscious on how you do it. Human beings are fragile. You're sensitive. It doesn't have to be extremes of hot or cold. Allow it to naturally flow fluidly for the collective. You are not in charge. Everyone is doing it, co-creating together. And I created the most softest, gentle sweat lodge, if you ever experienced one. And I had some natives come, and they're like, well, I said, when you're coming in, I invite you to let go whatever your experience was, because it's not going to be like that. And I saw bundles of roses in this vision. Bundles of roses. Because when I woke up, I slept in the sweat lodge to pray and talk to everyone to ask for guidance. It has nothing to do with me. I got up, rain clouds were coming. I then told Helios and Vesta, the sun, I said, I need you to come out to assist in welcoming everyone to come home. Shared a song, it came out, it came, the roses were there, because roses hold that frequency of the purity of love, specifically that pink light. And so I put them all in there, and everyone just touched themselves. Children were there, everyone, all generations were there. And so now we're moving in this phase of gentleness, which all of our women, you hold that key. You have that ability to open up the most closed off heart. You have the ability to just be so soft, to allow it to surrender and come home to loving itself again. You have that, and you're helping the men remind us of the divine masculine and feminine, of this dimensions of the masculine and the feminine to become whole, which is also tied to the brain. The brain is divided, but it wasn't like that before. It's one. And the heart is starting to emerge, those who are here, to come back to ourselves, to be immortal. So there's all these things that are unfolding. And as I'm sharing with you, I share with you what I have experienced. I honor and I value all of you as channels, pure channels, and love and your own skills, because we're in this together. But I am now, it is time. It feels the moment to speak it now. I need help. I am ready to build.
The synergy.
The synergy. And I only share this. Everything necessary to allow it to be built on a global level will be taken care of. Everything will be taken care of. You just have to trust. The first one will be right here in Delmar. And I need help. Those that
Is it by Torrey Pines? Because that's always been sacred lands to me.
It's by the Dogs Beach there in Delmar. Is that by Torrey Pines? Yeah, Dogs Beach, right by Delmar, that hill that goes up. Just as you go up, there's a whole gate that's fenced off. It's all in there. It's all in there. And so, gosh, there's so much coming through. When there's gonna be a time that when we hold that staff I share with you about, it's gonna communicate directly to the inner world that it's time for them to come to the outer world, so we can start bridging it, and then the oneness is gonna unify. So, I am calling to your intention with love and my heart to all of your hearts. And great
Play
honor,
our role in the
great honor
divine plan.
for us to be together. We chose to be here. And yes, we hear this, but I am saying it again. We chose to be here as one mighty force of love to restore divine love and joy as it's intended to be. So I'm ready to sit and share with you what's being called is to go to the land and to start assisting to activate it. It's been virgin for 10 years. One of my biggest programmings is money because of what it did to indigenous people. I've let it go, and when this door opened up, it was shown exactly what's going to happen. And so when we go there, there's going to be a lot of activations, whoever's there to come, and all as a doorway to welcome home all beings, the dragons, the fae. And I've been connecting with all these different realms to uniting all the kingdoms. But we're doing it together.
We and all these powerful, beautiful beings light with
All
us.
of us,
Oh,
all
we're
of
so
us.
blessed.
And I feel so humbled to speak, to share. Thank you for allowing me to share with all of you. When I share this is a mirror of you. It's your embodiment. And thank you with all my heart and soul.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
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 So it is.
So it
Yes.
is.
Love it.
Let's do what we came here to do.
So if anybody can help us start cleaning up, I would greatly appreciate it.
We just
Thank you
completed